Hi, it's Kate. So for today's video I filmed myself getting ready to go and see my granddad the other week, and I thought I would voice over it, but I also did my hair, so I'm just showing you at the start here how I like to curl my hair when I'm in more of a rush. So I section my hair into 4 ponytails and leave out the very front sections. I curl about 3 sections from each ponytail, and then I take them out and shake it out and brush it through at the end, and that's how I do my curls basically. So I thought I'd just add that in the start of this video. Now if you actually want an in-depth tutorial on this look, then I would suggest going watching my first ever video, my Q&A video, or my brother does my voiceover video, because it's very similar to both of those. So for today's voiceover, I thought that it would be fun to answer some deep questions so that you guys could get to know a little bit more how I think about more important topics. So the first question is, if pressing a button meant you received $5 million, but it also killed 5 people somewhere in the world, would you press it? I would say I would not press this button because for me personally, I believe that no amount of money is worth the death of any person, let alone 5 people. Even $1 million, even if I was in a really hard place in my life, I don't believe that killing other people for that is a good way to live life. The second part to that question is, what if it only killed 1 person, or if it killed 20 people? I would still say I would not press that button, because any life is a life, and therefore I do not have the right to kill them. It says, what if the people were people you knew? Now for me this is easy because I've already said I wouldn't kill them, and so if I knew them I definitely wouldn't kill them. I have the same amount of respect for people I don't know to people I know, and so I would never ever press that button and kill those people. So the second question is, what makes a person beautiful to you? I think this is a very subjective question depending on who's answering it. Some people maybe think that it's an appearance, whereas others will think it's a being or an aura or something like that. I think that a person is beautiful when they are kind, when they have compassion for other people. I think that makes someone very beautiful. I think having a kind and caring personality is way more beautiful than someone with a pretty face. She says as she's doing her makeup. Yeah, I think that beauty comes from inside, not outside. So the next question is, if you were given an envelope with the time and the date of your death inside, would you open it? I'm 100% going to say I would never open that envelope. I think you should live each day of your life as it is, not knowing when or how you're going to die. Because otherwise you're just going to live in fear of that day. You're going to try and prevent it, and honestly it's not going to work. You just need to live each moment you have as if it's your last, and if that means that if I were to open the envelope I'd find out I would die tomorrow, then so be it. That's the way it is. I would never open that envelope. Do you think that the challenges you have faced over your life have made you a better or worse person? I think that every challenge you face as a person makes you better if you can learn from it. If you can learn from the mistakes you make and the consequences of your actions, then you're always going to become a better person, even if at the time it feels like you've made the worst mistake of your life and you can never get better. I think the way a challenge can make you a worse person is if you don't learn from it. If you fail to learn from a mistake you make or the consequences of an actions you've done, then you're going to become a worse person for it, because you're not learning from your life experiences. If science makes it more possible to predict which people will be more likely to commit crimes, should the highest risk individuals be jailed or killed before they can commit crimes? Because this question says which people will be more likely to, I don't think we can jail or kill these people before the crime has been committed, because this prediction is based on probability compared to another person. However, there is still chance that that person who had the more likely probability will in fact not commit a crime compared to someone else who was said to probably never commit a crime. You just can't know, and until the science was more accurate and more specific with who was going to commit it more, I think more accurate, because saying more likely to still leaves the option for someone not to commit that crime, and so I don't think we can persecute people before the crime has occurred. And the final question of this video is, what's your opinion of cancel culture? I think cancel culture is a really toxic thing that people have created, and I don't think it's right at all. If you think about it, a lot of the time cancel culture is only apparent in social media and online, with big YouTubers or Instagrammers or TikTokers being cancelled for a mistake they make. However, in your everyday life, you can make mistakes similar to theirs and not be hit nearly as hard as they would be because they have so many followers. I'm not saying that what they're doing is right and that we should just openly accept what they've done. However, I'm saying that you cannot just cancel a person. We need to teach these people how to learn from the mistake they've made to better themselves as a person. It comes back to that question I asked. I think we need to encourage them to become better, not just cancel them and shut them down for the mistake they made, because realistically in our lives we have the opportunity to make our lives better, and we need to give that to everyone. So this is the end of the video. In case you hadn't noticed, I've actually filmed this voiceover in one take. So you know, if it sounds bad, that's why. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below and leave me a comment with what you want to see next. And also please follow my Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Bye!